Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
hello everybody. Hi Dave, Dav.
Hi, Petra. Welcome.
How are you?
How am I? Well, really well. I'm looking forward to our interview. We're gonna talk about my album, right?
Yes, excellent. That is absolutely correct. We would like to welcome everybody and we would like to introduce Dav. And he is here today to promote and introduce his album called Upstreamed. And this album is going to be coming out on Spotify and YouTube and all the other channels probably in the next month. So, hi, Dave, welcome again.
Hi,
Tell us
baby
all
girl.
about this album.
Well, this album, first of all, you're looking lovely, darling, as always.
Oh,
I'm
thank you.
glad to be here. You are sun. So I picked this cover, this background, so it represents us, the sky, sun, and the sea. Everything
Yes,
on S starts. So, well, this
beautiful.
album, yeah.
Tell
Well,
us more about it.
I can read this one particularly because I actually wrote little description about it, and
Are
so
you a perfectionist?
I actually, it's a yin and yang. I'm quite
Hmm?
balanced, I would say, but just I would say that I am a perfectionist when it comes to things that are important to me.
Yes.
For example, my work. When I don't
Hmm.
give a damn about things, I am not perfectionist. I'm
Hmm.
lazy ass. So
Hmm. I like it. Brilliant. Well, okay, I'll leave all the words to you, Dave. You tell us all about that album and why is it called Upstreamed?
yes, so I will answer everything. So I will read this part. This album is a picture of my journey, how I got
Hmm.
out of the very dark, thorny experiences I had accumulated and suppressed in me during life through therapy of love, music, and nature, finding God, truth,
Hmm.
and how I got on the right path, I believe. I sing about my experiences, thoughts about the world, unrequited and broken laughs. I actually sing about three different girls on this record.
Three different girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So the record is called Upstreamed.
Hmm.
It's my philosophy, faith, and lifestyle. I believe that in order to be happy, we must discover ourselves, develop our talents, good qualities, and not fall into large, unconscious, artificial crowd that,
Hmm.
you know what I mean. And
Yes.
I have created my own stream, which goes against the main and corrupt one, in which I do not feel well at all.
Hmm.
At the same time, however, I am sailing without interfering with the flow of life that naturally carries me where it believes I should be at the
Hmm.
moment. I
Hmm.
believe we
I
are all,
like that.
thank you. I believe we are all one, but no one is the same. We're all different. And
So it's like when it's you could say when it's raining, but you can see more when it's snowing. Every single snowflake, every single snowflake
every
out of all the
single,
millions is different,
yeah,
but
I
they
didn't
all
want to
form
say,
together and create. And if they melt, they make it's water.
yeah,
Dave, what is the most favorite song for you in the album?
oh my God, I thought about it a lot, and I really don't know if I can say because they're all very different and they represent different things, but probably the upstreamed one, the first
Mhm.
song, I really am so proud of that.
Is
So,
it especially is it because it took was it like the most difficult one to make?
not really. It actually went really easy with this one.
Mhm.
Like it blew my mind how I I got it quickly.
Oh,
He
That
just
it
went
came
out.
out with these. Hmm.
He's like, I was born awake, nothing from me has ever been taken, upstreamed in a way that I don't go with the flow, even though they try to take my soul before, and so on.
Hmm.
It was so quick, and I don't know where it came from. It just,
Hmm.
I believe in that God gave me all these
The
songs,
words.
the words and the
Hmm.
melodies, yeah.
Hmm. Like one of my favorite artists, DMX, in one of his songs, he says, "I follow him, and they follow me."
Oh,
So he was always singing about God and about all these nice things. But because what do you think about today's music?
I wouldn't really call it music because
Mm,
it doesn't even sound like that. It's more
mm,
about the money and business, It didn't used to be like that, I think. Well, just it's quite sad, but we can
mm,
we can get out of that by giving opportunity to real talented artists,
mm,
and the business is quite corrupt, like the
mm.
whole system. So yeah, I think we need a lot more songs about good, about love.
About love. There's
Yeah,
not about love these days.
yeah, it's more about sex and
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
represents the my
mm,
generation, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah. Because when you say your generation, because of your wisdom, sometimes I feel like, hold on, what do you mean? How old are you? I can't believe that you are 20 something. It seems like you are, us in us 30s,
Yeah,
40s.
because I
It's
really like that type of music that when you were young, it was popular.
mm,
And
mm,
I don't really know what's on the radio today. It's
mm,
not important to me. I
mm,
stopped listening to radio like in 2013 when it was just trash.
yeah, yeah. There is literally nothing. There is hardly anything that can just catch your ear, catch your mind. It's really hardly anything interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that
It's
melodies are very important, which I
mm,
think that they don't care about melodies anymore.
no.
And the words, like most of it, people my age usually
Mm.
listen to rappers. I love really good rap. You
Which
know, I've
one?
I don't know, like, I really love R&B, hip hop,
Hmm.
rap, when people really are talented and they
Yes.
do their job.
Hmm.
But if it's just about the swear words, I don't enjoy it.
Hmm. But anyway, the next thing I started seeing the artists appearing on the red carpet in the naked dresses.
Naked dress?
I hope you're not going to be in the naked dress day.
No, not really. I am a gentleman. And if I do feel like I want to dress in something more like sexy, or I'm not gonna be naked, don't worry.
Okay, okay. Fine. Anything, but just don't be see-through naked. It's just oh. But what do we have in here? What Dave, what is the strongest message you want to give to people from your songs? What is the message that you want to give?
I want them to free themselves out of the matrix,
Mm-hmm.
which I got out, thankfully. Uh, so, and I want them to believe in good, to do good things, to just live life to the fullest, to seize the day, to just crush the system. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
has to be changed. And I came
Mm-hmm.
here to change it. I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not that I'm egoistical, but I really believe it.
We need people like you. We need more people like that.
And you, yeah.
Yeah.
Like our kind.
Yeah, we need loads of people. You're right, Dave. And through music and art, and everybody expresses. How do you, when I spoke to our friend Helena, how do you call the people? You call the starseeds? Did you say
Starseeds, yeah.
starseeds?
People who
That's
came
it.
from different dimensions
Mm-hmm.
to help this earth to raise the vibrations,
Mm-hmm.
frequencies, because we were manipulated by very dark forces uh, called Draco reptilians or Greys. So we came as the positive ones, me, the
Mm-hmm.
Pleiadian, or you probably are Pleiadian as well, or Syrian, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Helcha too. She said she's from Pleiades.
Yes.
I
Yes.
I met a lot of these people
Mm-hmm.
in the last year. I'm grateful for that.
Did you?
Yes,
Do you mean on the through the media or in person? You literally just meet them and you start speaking to them.
both. Yeah, in person.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God for that. Even my darling, my girl. I don't really
Is
like to
it a
say her.
lady you met recently?
Yeah, about a month and something ago.
Uh-huh.
You know, we
And
were dancing
how did you guys meet?
at party at a carnival costume
Mm-hmm.
party. I went as Michael Jackson and she went as Avatar. And
Ah.
I came there, put my things off on the chair, and I said to myself, today I'm gonna meet my soulmate. I'm gonna meet my darling. And then
You did.
somebody just said, can I have this dance? Right after that. And I said, yeah, let's go. And we danced the whole night, just us.
Oh, and you didn't stop.
No. So this is how it works actually. So I thank God every day for that.
Oh, that is so lovely. That is so special, isn't it? You just people can say all sorts of things, but there is nothing like the feeling between the two people when you meet. So it's
Mhm.
so hard when people say, "Oh, we will meet on um, these dating sites." How can
Yeah,
you know you're going to like the person? But when you actually feel that other person, hey, I love the energy,
that's
you know?
that's sacred. That's a
Yeah,
sacred thing, and it doesn't
that's it.
happen often.
Hmm. And so what I'm thinking now, you're always in love, but now this is a different type of love. That might inspire you to also different type of music, maybe different
Uh-huh.
words in music. Maybe there will be more things coming from you, more
Yeah,
inspiration.
the beautiful things about love, and not just unrequited love or broken love, which happened
Mhm.
to me. Like two girls were unrequited, and the the third one was I was with her 1 month, and she
Mhm.
she cut me off for some reasons.
Mhm.
And then I never got the chance to see her or talk with her again. Well,
Mhm.
anyway, it's this is a song "Why Would You Leave" about that girl,
Ah, so
and
that inspired.
yeah, and I wrote
That's
their
so.
lyrics. It I guess it was just a demo for a future loving, much better.
Mhm.
And when I hear it nowadays, I have to laugh my ass off because it's true. Now I see it. I was right.
It's so funny though because you come through the stages, these energetic stages, and maybe like a year ago, 2, 3 years ago, it was serious, but now you laugh at it. You still remember the good things though, isn't it? You remember the good
Yeah, I
things.
do. And that's why it was quite depressing, the
Mm,
breakup, you know.
yeah.
But it was such a weird thing, bizarre, when it was
Mm,
just 1 month, but it felt like
mm,
we knew each other much longer.
mm,
But I have a feeling
mm,
with this one, with this beautiful soul, that actually knew each other before this incarnation, you
Mm-hmm,
know,
mm-hmm.
and this is how it actually works. It's law of attraction.
You met in the maybe you met in the so you met in the past life, and now you are here again to carry on and solve some situation together.
Yeah, I think that she's Indigo Girl
Mm-hmm,
because our generation, we were born after 2000,
mm-hmm,
and these kind of children came rarely. Nowadays it's like every second. Really,
mm-hmm.
thank God, because this planet needs it. And yeah, we starseeds, I love them.
And is that what they call the indigo children, the ones that came here to bring some light to
Yeah, and
the
the
situation?
wisdom,
Mm,
she is very, very wise,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
so we are.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So two lights can bring a lot more light together. Two light balls will bring like this, like the sunshine here
Yeah, above us.
above us.
We're
That's
swimming.
brilliant, Dave. And could I ask you as well? So, who inspires you in music? What are your heroes in music, and who inspires you from all the generations?
Well, so who inspires me a lot is Michael Jackson.
Hmm.
He is incredible, like the greatest entertainer of all time to me.
Hmm.
And he is still loved, and I don't think people believe these bad things that they say about him. He just really
Mm.
wanted to help this world and children, and they just completely turn it down, and he didn't deserve any of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I see myself in him a lot. He was also
Hmm.
like Peter Pan, like eternal child, and he admired the children's strength to
Yes.
make this world a better place.
Hmm.
And who made songs like him
No
in that
one.
time? Heal
No
the
one
World,
really.
Man in the
No
Mirror,
one.
her song.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I really love him for making these songs. Also, like the popular stuff like Bad or Thriller or Black or White. It has the
Hmm.
I rather like him for the humanitarian songs,
Yes.
but he
Yes.
also was great, like a phenomenon in pop music.
Darling, so I have another question over here. If you had an opportunity, who would you, out of anybody, who would you like to sing on stage together?
Well, the one I mentioned, so
Mm-hmm.
Mike, and then right now I love Enya.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And yeah.
feel like home when I listen to her music. She brings
Mm-hmm.
me to another galaxy. Or
Mm-hmm.
she's Irish,
Yeah.
Celtic, and she's very intelligent, and she's like a fairy,
Yes, that's true.
like
That's
an
true.
elf.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love fairy tales and mystical kind of
Mm.
stories. And she inspires me because she has quite a unique sound.
Mm.
It's not really about her voice. Like she's not egoistic. When I hear her sing, I only hear her soul, and I don't hear any ego from her. Which when you
Mm.
listen to, for example, Ariana Grande or these kind of today's stars, you only hear like melismas and runs, riffs. Like they
Mm.
really want to show off,
Mm.
and to me
Yeah.
that's quite shallow now.
Mm.
So I am very inspired by that.
That's it. But Enya, did you say so? She's Irish, and I've heard when I was in my low point of life, I was sitting in this coffee shop. I didn't know it was Enya's song, but later I found out. And the song called "Made Be"
Yeah.
came on, and I
Mhm.
thought I just it just stuck in my head for such a long time, and I just thought, wow, that song was just because Enya, she's got so much material, but
Yeah.
this song was so beautiful.
And actually, when I listened to this song, when I was during meditation, like in February, before I met the darling, I was listening to her, like there was Angel, there was Only Time, and then suddenly the maid became. And I really started crying, like the emotions, suppressed emotions went out. And my tomcat was on my belly. He's my therapist as well.
Is he? Oh, bless.
Yeah, so the lyrics in the main be, you know, you walk a lonely road, oh how far you are from home. That really like hit me.
Yes, it hits the home. It hits the home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dave, are you a cat person in that case or a dog person?
I would say cat person because we have a cat, but I also love dogs when they are friendly, when they are.
Yeah.
I don't like the stupid dogs when they're just barking and barking like nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the cat. Okay, so I like you for that as well because I'm a cat person too.
Yeah.
But we had a dog, and I love dogs too, and yeah. So I wouldn't mind, but the cat is like it's a sensitive matter. They just amazing, and
They bring so much like calmness and positive energy. We love cats, yeah.
That's it. That's it, darling. Okay, and so what do we have over here again? Whoa, we said, are you a morning person? Are you a morning, what do you say, early bird or a night owl? Are you a night owl
Definitely.
or morning person?
Definitely not morning person. Night owl, yeah.
Night owl.
I sometimes have a problem to fall asleep. Not like insomniac, but you know, I have to listen to some sounds or music to fall asleep, and yeah. So, but I figure out that I actually am more productive during late hours. Yeah.
Yeah. As it happens, what I've been hearing before, that some artists. Like sometimes people say, "Oh, your brain is the freshest in the morning. You should do all your work in the morning." But sometimes people get up and nothing comes, no inspiration is coming.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hold on, are you sure? Because my inspiration is coming really late, and suddenly it just comes. I have to quickly write it, and I'm thinking, what am I doing at 11 o'clock at night? Writing all these things." So I was thinking, if as well you have the inspiration also late, you write songs,
definitely,
and ideas.
And one time, it was around Christmas. I wrote actually a Czech song. I would translate it as "We have got enough," and I was warned that I should not release it because it was about pandemic. And so some people said, "Don't do this, or you can ruin your starting career." Yeah. So I actually thought it's quite true. Like I could really easily put out Upstream because there are hidden things in it, and really clever people understand it.
Yes.
That's how you get fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get your message, Dave. I see what you mean. It's a bit these days to talk about certain things. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Literally
you
about anything
smart.
You say. Yeah.
Because they can cancel you.
Even as you see recently, some comedians did apparently some certain slap or something.
Will Smith, yeah.
Yes, this. Well, anyway, there are a few kind of funny questions for you, darling. So, for example, what is your most favorite place on earth? What would you like to see? Where would you like to visit?
I would like to
Or
visit
is mm,
Hawaii or these Caribbean places.
mm-hmm,
I really miss in my country the sea, which
uh-huh,
is very beneficial for breathing diseases,
mm-hmm,
and because I have asthma, and the sun
okay,
also is great for people with depression or mental issues,
mm-hmm,
as we are very sensitive. So this will help me. And there are also rainforests, so I wouldn't
yes,
miss our beautiful forests. So
mm-hmm,
in
mm-hmm.
Czech Republic the weather is up and down like a swing. That's
But
better.
London is a little bit warmer. They have, because of the, I think the heat of the people
Yeah,
makes it a little bit warmer. All the, yeah,
metropolitan
so,
city.
mm,
Yeah,
mm, yeah.
I was inspired by
Um,
London artists as well,
mhm.
like
London artist. Which one,
London.
darling?
Well, two of them. It was Amy
Mhm.
Winehouse
Yes.
and Adele.
Oh, yes. Everyone loves Adele, and Amy was amazing. The
Yeah,
voice.
the
We
voice.
yeah we love Amy. That's
And
such a shame she's gone.
very much so. I was there,
Mhm.
like in front of her house. I put little
Mhm.
like message
Mhm.
behind
For
the,
her.
there is a tree,
Yeah.
and fans around the world leave messages there.
Mhm. So they leave a message for her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I
So
have a
that's
photo.
nice.
I have a
She
photo.
it's so sad she died so young, and she was so talented. She was so
Yeah,
talented.
devastating. Yeah,
Mm.
but I wouldn't be really sad. She really left beautiful things here.
Mm. She did leave her legacy. You know, it seems there was quite a lots of artists that died young. Like my most favorite was, for example, John Lennon,
Mhm.
and the things he said. You know, because my father used to play his music all the time, and he liked John Lennon, and I was looking at his message for the world.
Yeah,
But in the beginning, I didn't understand because we were kids. I didn't understand the message first. And now I thought, wow, he said so much and so young. He was so young, and he said all these things already. He was so intelligent. You know, it's yeah, we like you said, there were star seeds
yeah,
already then trying to wake people up.
yeah. He's very, very iconic, if not the most, with Michael and
Mm,
this kind of people.
yeah.
And he has wonderful quotes, yeah. And what
Mm,
I really am proud of, he is also a Libra, and he was
mm-hmm.
also an INFP. INFP is my like personality type in
Which is
psychology.
IFP. What does it mean?
INFP means like introverted intuition,
Mm-hmm.
um, extroverted thinking, um, then there's perceiving.
Mm-hmm.
F is for feeling, I guess. And so I wrote also a song called INFP for this album,
Yes, yes.
and
Was it
is
inspired
yeah,
by this then?
by this, yeah, because my ex-friend, let's call her that, which I also wrote a song about her, but later on,
Mm-hmm.
she texted me this. Can you please do this test for me? I would really love what my friends are as a this type thing. And I replied, darling, you know that I don't really like labels, but it's you, so I'm gonna do it for you. And I took this test, and and there was this result. You are an INFP mediator. And I was reading it, and oh my god, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, somebody understands me.
Yes.
you know
Mm-hmm.
so I actually
Mm-hmm.
am glad that I did that
Mm-hmm.
test. And in the second verse, I really like that. I i say, introverted feeling, extroverted thinking, dreamer creative mind, always searches for meaning, bound I don't even know the words now. Empathic and intuitive, finding good in everyone, being able to smell tragedy from miles away inside, living in a fairy tale like a pure child, bountiful and determined, entwined with a big heart. Don't you dare say naive, unrealistic. We just want peace, love, and also a bit of mystic.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautifully said. Wow, I don't even want to say anything after this.
That's Buddha. That's what Buddha said. If your words, no, don't speak if your words are not better than silence. But we have an interview, so we
have to speak unless you can do the telepathic.
Telepathy. We have that gift, but it's not really there yet.
We couldn't share with everyone. Well, Dave, we have some last few questions in here. So what are you planning for the future? What are you planning?
I don't really have plans. I am following the flow of life. I want to be in nature, like a lot, and I want to really center myself and continue the healing from what happened during my lifetime, what I picked up from schools and these kind of environments. And so the darling, as I call her, she really helps me. The love is the best healer.
That is. Yeah. And you literally just stay in the moment. You enjoy every day just as it is, isn't it? Yeah. Because that isn't.
Gives me a lot of inspiration. I love inspiration.
Oh, so write as much as you can. Anytime you have anything to put down, just write it down. It's so beautiful.
And you are also a great person. You are helping others. Do you know one lyric from, I think, Why Would You Leave? Is we're all in this together, but each of us has its own path.
Yes.
So
I remember.
We are here. We can walk on the path hand in hand, but at the end of the day, we will die only ourselves, like me.
That's it.
You know, there's no timeline. I don't know. Let's not go there.
It is just you. It is just you. I totally agree. I agree.
But it's important to be there for each other. Very important.
It is. It is. But like you are right, because I was in the situation 3 years ago when I had to be in the hospital, in the intensive care unit. I was lying there on the bed, on the machines and the tubes and everything. And you realize that the only thing, when people like to talk about money and houses and possessions and all these things, cars and wives and all these things I have, when you are in the hospital and you are completely like kaput, none of this matters to you. You are there like totally weak. You're not feeling well. You totally, completely dependent on the nurses and doctors. And the only thing that is in your head at that time is your memories and the thoughts of people that you love. And I was thinking about people that I love, my friends and family, and the things that happened in the past. And I said, if I die, if anything happens, this is what I take with me. This happiness from the people that I love and these laughing, sometimes you think about a moment with your friend or your girlfriend or your boyfriend and you just laugh on the bed but there is like you have a TV or you have your headphones with your phone, but at some point you get so bored and you just lie there like this and there is nothing else you want to do. and it's just your thoughts, your memories, and your memories, your friends, and your beautiful feelings, come to, and that is what you take with you.
And great thing is that there is no death. It's just that you will leave this body here.
That's
and
it.
The soul, we are actually the souls, we're not the bodies. We will go home again.
That's it.
And I'm very looking forward to it.
Nice vehicle. We leave this.
Our car.
Lovely vehicle. You go home.
That's the lyric from Smooth Rebel, which goes, I ain't body, I am the soul. That's why I keep reincarnating, making the circle whole. Smooth Rebels at the work today, supervising the world. Like Michael had song Smooth Criminal.
Yes.
That quite inspired me to write about me, Smooth Rebel. It's like this view that rebel is actually somebody who is a gangster and who just, I'm rebel, I'm egoistic. But I see it as somebody who just really wants love and peace. And it's quite sad that you have to name somebody who's like that a rebel, because he wants a good thing. Yeah. So that's...
It's actually the other way around.
Yeah, everything is twisted around.
Twisted.
So can I say a bit more about some songs?
Absolutely, Dave.
So right now I was talking about songs that are in later part of the album. So I'm gonna finish that. I can go like reverse. So
yeah.
So then after Smooth Rebel is He's Watching Over Me, that you love the most, right?
Yes, that's my favorite.
Thank you. The beat is by Ogi, my friend from Serbia. He's incredible beat maker, very talented, and we have a great chemistry on tracks. So he sent me this beat. I love R&B, hip hop. Also, the one artist that I didn't mention is Mariah Carey.
Yes.
And not for the pop songs necessarily, but for the songs that are hip hop and R&B. She has such an incredible vocabulary. She taught me like words that people don't use normally. So she...
Like which ones? Which ones do you think?
Well, the one that I just said in that INFP, the second verse, like bountiful, entwined. She uses these kind of words.
Yes.
So it's not like a basic. I also read her vocabulary. Book. You just have to search a lot for these words. I believe even if you're American or English.
You have to look.
Yeah, she's smart, diva, but smart. And so He's Watching Over Me is about that God is always here with us. And so lyrics are, enough of the sadness, enough of the rage. Life is a long path, not a silly race. Like a smoke in distant view I see, I float around trying to be. And when my body disappears, my soul will be enhanced for eternity. And the chorus is, when I fall, he raises me up. When I break, he dries my eyes. And when I lose my faith, he reminds me every day that miracles happen when I believe he's just watching over me. So to me, it's very important to make this kind of songs, to finally make beautiful, positive art, and not just do this heavy, negative, traumatic shit, Like when I wrote, I'm going to the beginning of the album right now. When I wrote Upstreamed, I was in a very dark place. I kind of felt like my mental state wasn't good because I studied what is the word? I started realizing that I actually have suppressed emotions inside of me so much. Like when I was at school, I was just sitting there blocked. I didn't want to let people to see my emotions. Inside I was screaming. That's what I wrote in the song The Actual Love, which is also about this system that all I see is numbers, all I see is strict. Where is the actual love?
Yeah.
Once there was a time when freedom meant the actual captivity. Every day to factory I went, sitting there like body without a soul, kept my emotions in just to maintain control, which is about experience in grammar school, where our teacher, our math teacher, was called Freedom.
He was called Freedom, Svoboda.
He was called Freedom, Svoboda. And like the biggest paradox ever, because we were all just scared. You know, he was not a bad person, but he was very demanding. Like I wanted to tell him we are not at college, we're at a grammar school.
Yes.
So it was really like suffocating. But anyway, so I always try to, if there's a negative kind of emotion there, I always try to give hope and light at the end, like it's a progress. So
yes.
then I said in that song, now all I see is beauty, all I see is bright. I found the actual love. And God created nature to put this spirit in you. I am flying like a dove, free as a peaceful dove. So that's
it's
the
beautiful.
actual love.
Wow.
Thank you. So let's say about the upstream, I kind of, there was this lyric, it makes me mad that I can't figure out how to crush those walls I had to live inside. And when I first wrote it, it makes me mad that I can't figure out how to crush those walls that I have to live inside. So
yes.
when it came the point of the actual recording for the album, I was like, do I want to really sing that all the time? No. So, but I wanted to respect the point where I wrote it in. So I kind of made a compromise, and so I wrote, it makes me mad that I can figure out how to crash the walls I had to live inside. So it's kind of like middle, in between.
Middle.
Yeah. So these are the songs. And I have few left to mention. So
yes, please.
I was talking at the beginning about Free Girls. So
yes.
So this was about the system and my beliefs and God and spiritual journey. So the first single with the first video is Rain. And it's also the first song I wrote for this album in early 2018 when I got out the school.
Yeah.
So I felt like freed. Thank God, because I thought that I'm gonna haunt that house like a ghost forever. Yeah, it was incredible. So
and did you?
No, I don't care about it anymore, really.
Yeah.
I think everything happens for a reason. I am thankful for every experience. It made me the man I am today. You know.
Exactly. Good words. Good words.
Thank you, baby girl. I love you. And so the Rain is about this girl from childhood that we had a puppy love, and we told each other, I'm gonna marry you when we get older. And then suddenly, you know, we became adolescent, and we had nothing to talk about. We changed. So that's the kind of sad thing that depressed me a lot, and so I wrote it, and I made a metaphor with rain, that love can be rain can be very unpleasant at times. Like you don't want to step in it, you don't want to feel it on your body, but at the same time, it's kind of like it washes away what you don't need. So it's healing. So it's ambivalent, and so the melody of the chorus came to me when I was 9. So it took me like 7-8 years till I finished it. So never rush things, it happens naturally.
They come at the right time.
Yeah, and I was so happy that finally, after years, I wrote a song, that good song, because I was writing songs since I was 9. But I didn't, also as you said, you didn't know the English when you were not in England, so
yes,
I just spoke gibberish. I sang gibberish. And I thought
that's
it was
so cute though. So cute.
And I always gave it to my mother, like the Czech lyrics. Can you please translate it? And the melody came itself always.
Were your parents or anyone in the family, were they musical?
Not at all, actually.
No.
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 They don't know, like, why suddenly somebody from the heritage is talented in music or dancing. No, me with my sister, we were dancing together for 10 years, ballroom dancing, and so, but they are more like for sports.
Yes. Yeah.
And what about your family? Are you musical?
They're not musical either, but I was, I'll share a little secret with you. When I was about 4 years old, I remember it really clearly. I believe this is like the first memories. I think I remember when I was 3 and 4. So when I was 4, we had a circus coming to our town. I come from Mladá Boleslav. And there was a circus from Mongolia. And so we come to the circus, you have the fun fair, we call it houpačky. They came over, with kolotoče and all the
carousels.
Carousels, that's it, yeah. And in the circus, I remember the trapeziologist, the acrobat on the trapeze, when they swing and then they jump and they catch and then they swing and they swing. And I remember this so clearly. So obviously they do all these amazing things, right? And so she was like on this swing and she hooked her legs like this. So she go upside down, this is her feet, and she just let go with her hands, and she's just swinging like this, just hooking her feet. And I remember we came home, and I was on the floor in my room trying to do all these kind of bend and try to do the acrobatic tricks, and I couldn't do them. And in your child's brain, you can't understand how come this human just did it? Why can't I do it? I didn't understand it here, right? So I kept practicing. And I asked my parents, I want to be a circus acrobat. And I kept saying to them every day, I said, I want to be a circus acrobat. And eventually I became so annoying. So they went to somebody and they asked, but I felt really strongly about this. Nothing mattered to me. When we came to visit my grandmother, she was in the farm. And when in the farm, when they kill a pig or a cow, they have like a thing with a rope. This thing hanging. There's this rope, right? And you can use it to climb up. But I didn't. I made like a whip. I made like a loop, like this, and I used to go through the loop, and I hang down with my body like this down. I was pretending to be the acrobat.
Yeah.
And you know, like these days, you have the phone, you have the games, you have all the technology, but they could leave me for like 3 hours, 4 hours. I would be out there and I'm practicing. I'm the acrobat, I'm practicing. And then my parents asked somebody, look, she will not let this go. She wants to be acrobat. What's going to happen? What do we do? And they said to them, now look, this is the right age. If you let her go, I would have to go to Prague and they just train you. You become a circus acrobat. 4 years old is a good age. So they said to my parents, well, you decide, you want to have an acrobat or you want to have a daughter? What do you want? Because if you want acrobat, we take her. She stays with us. So my mom and dad came to sit one morning on the bed with me and they said, okay, so they said, but if you are acrobat, they just take you away. But we love you. We don't want you to go. I was like, okay. I remember it. I would remember saying, well, okay. And I was just kind of like, you know, when your parents say to you, we love you. It's just a lovely, it's just like a lovely thing, isn't it? This is like an important moment. So I just kind of like, I didn't mind. It wasn't like so serious after that, but I was always practicing, and it would never leave me alone. I still always felt like I wanted to be a performer, you know, maybe not, but with performing. And then I realized maybe acting would be for me. I would like to be an actress or some kind of performer. I always felt here, this is what I wanted to do. And even till today, you know, I still have this, I believe, you know, we come with some kind of package message we're supposed to be fulfilling. So then your one is the singing. You're supposed to bring the message.
Well, thank you for sharing the story. It's very cute. And
That's all right.
I think it's great that you stayed with your family at 4 years old, you know. That reminds me of Michael. His whole childhood was ruined because he had to perform every night, very late. Striptease came after the Jackson 5. So he had to grow up very fast. That's why he compensated the childhood.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, so definitely. Thank you very much. So, so I would say about last few songs.
Yes, please.
So, I Love You So is also about that girl from childhood. I wrote, also it took me 2 years to finish it. Like, I wrote the chorus 2018.
Okay.
And then 2020, when the pandemic was there and I had a time to create, I finished the song. So I really like that one. It's quite laid back, like Amy Winehouse, quite inspired. Because I searched on YouTube for beats, like Amy Winehouse type of beat. So that's it.
And that's what it sounds like. They all have a little bit of a different genre, and that's what I like about your album.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's quite like Amy was jazz, and then the second album, Back to Black, it was like 60s girl groups like Motown and so.
Yes.
I'm very inspired by that. And then the ambivalent one is a lot of people's favorite who listen to the album. For example, my mother's and my friend, my gay friend, like
everyone likes that one.
He's great. Well, anyway, he also helped me with the album cover.
Yes.
The ambivalent one is about this girl. I don't want to say too much. I'm not going to specify, but we met and we constantly fell in, not love, but we had a great chemistry as friends.
Mhm.
And I sort of am a quite deluded. Sometimes, like
Mhm.
I think something that is not maybe in reality true. So I thought that we can be together.
Mhm.
And so for 2 years, I didn't say anything almost for 2 years.
Oh.
And I kind of wrote it about unrequited love.
Mhm.
And I'm very proud of the lyrics because they are also like expanded vocabulary.
Mhm.
When you say words like persist or inherently, you don't use these
Mhm.
words like every
Not
day.
no.
So
Yeah.
so the writing is very important for me.
Mhm.
You know, if I would just sing well and not have the ability to write, I don't know if I would like to be an artist, you know.
Mhm.
I believe this kind of people who are talented in singing only should be in theaters
Mhm.
because they can sing other people's material.
Yes.
I think we should give opportunity to people who have a lot to say,
Mm.
you know.
Mm.
But also we wouldn't have vocalists like Whitney Houston, or she didn't write most of her songs.
Mm.
So these are exceptions.
There's few exceptions. Like Michael, he was doing a lot of things himself,
Yeah, he did.
wasn't he?
He
Yeah.
actually wrote most of it, I think.
Mm.
Mm.
And he was very fussy when he was doing his concerts. He wanted to have everything the way he wanted. Everybody had to line up in a
Yeah,
particular way.
he was the biggest perfectionist. He
Yeah.
was a Virgo, so they are the biggest perfectionist.
I first, didn't understand. I thought, okay, but now because I'm a perfectionist as well in
Yeah,
many things, and I get it. It's your show, and especially when it comes to the show, and when you watch the shows, you think about your own performance, your own album, the way you do the songs, and the way you do.
mm,
Exactly, you want it perfect, isn't it? You want it the way you want it, not
yeah.
how other
And
people tell
I
you.
think important thing when you perform is interaction with the audience. Like you
Mhm.
wanna give some emotions to them. It's not stiff. It shouldn't be like boring.
Mhm.
So Michael's show really were not boring.
Definitely not. And also Prince's concerts were like a theatrical show. That was also
Yeah,
amazing experience. All these artists to watch, and
that are dead now, apparently.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And
anyway, we have you now. We have you
we
now,
have me.
darling. You come out. You bring it all out.
Okay, I'm gonna fulfill the promise,
Yes, please.
but I'm gonna need a lot of people around me like you, because you are
Oh,
sunshine.
we are here. We are here to help, Dave. We are here.
Thank you. It would be a dream come true. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to be famous because the annoying paparazzi will follow you all the time. You're just walking around and people will follow you.
Mm.
So that's a huge price.
Well, then you have the best teachers like Michael, and you know that you can always be in disguise.
Yeah, that's actually true. And he had a huge range for himself. So.
Yeah. You can come out like an old lady. You can come
Yeah,
like a grandma or like an old man. You can have today is so many things you can do.
that would be exciting. But if you want to be famous, you gotta do certain things that I'm not sure if I would do it because
Mm,
you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But Dave, you enjoy the moment and just enjoy the love of making people happy with your words and music, and then the money is not important and the fame
Exactly.
is not important. Your word and your message is important,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's what brings the great energy back to you.
absolutely true.
Yeah. Oh, Dave, is there any other thing you want to share with us, or is that all for today? Because we want to let you go and then get on with your other artistic stuff, and then we're going to meet again to discuss what you're doing next. So you let us know. Is there anything else you want to tell us today?
Well, I'm sorry to the songs Being Kind and God is Love. I will I will talk about these two songs in
Yes,
our
yes.
our interview with Helen, so we
Hmm.
don't have such a long interview. Even though I love talking to you, you are great.
I love talking to you.
Because you're a Taurus, right? You said you're
Yes,
Taurus.
that's right.
Libra
Yes,
Taurus, we are ruled by Venus. That's why we're so beautiful.
that's right. The
Yeah.
artistic ones.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I love it.
what I would love to say, my darling, is
Hmm.
listen to the album if you
Hmm.
if you are interested. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
I'm gonna put the link down below this interview.
Okay.
And I would love to say enjoy whatever you're doing right now, your life. Be creative. Don't just
Yeah.
do things that you have to do because you don't have to do them.
That's a beautiful message, Dave. For
Thank you.
everybody, isn't it? Do
Yeah,
whatever you love.
whatever you love, and then you can die happy,
Yes,
or
exactly.
live happy.
Exactly. You die with whatever you love doing, with whatever you love doing.
Be yourself and be free.
Be free.
Be
I
free.
love it. That was absolute honor and pleasure to speaking to you, Dave, today. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing all your love. Thank you
Likewise,
so much.
I love you.
Thank you, Dave. Love you so much. And we will see you very, very soon again.
Yes, stay tuned. We love you, our friends. Have a wonderful
Love
day.
you.
Bye.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.